Hey, all right. It is so good to be here with you guys today. We're talking this week all about mornings. And today I'm going to talk to you about how and why to take the decisions out of your mornings. So, a lot of us, we talked about yesterday a little bit, we wake up and we're reactive. We wake up and we first thing check our phone. We're reacting to maybe the kids waking us up, or we're reacting to things that are going on around us instead of deliberately and intentionally choosing our mornings. What we want to do instead is decide ahead of time. We don't want to wait until the morning to be like, what should I do right now? Because you know what is going to happen. Probably it's happened before. You're going to take the path of least resistance. The path of least resistance in the morning often looks like hitting the snooze button and going back to bed. If you are a mom with young kids, and I know this one from experience, it means grabbing the little person that woke you up and just tucking them into bed next to you and trying to go back to sleep while getting kicked in the face or hit. My daughter, when she was little, had a baby doll with the hardest head. I remember getting hit in the head with that baby doll so many times. It was very uncomfortable. Anyways, so it looks like that, right? Or it looks like going on your phone and just checking what's going on because it's easy. It's the path of least resistance. What we want to do instead is we want to take the decisions out of our mornings. And what that means is decide, what do I actually want to do in the morning? Not just like what's going to happen to me in the morning. What do I want my morning to look like? And the best time to decide that is the day or the night before. And beyond just deciding, okay, so you're going to decide, what time am I going to wake up? And then make a commitment to yourself. That is the time I'm waking up, and I know what I'm going to do in that time. It's not enough to just say, oh, I'm going to wake up at a certain time. If you don't know what happens next, your mind is going to come up with excuses. So after you have made a decision on what time you're going to wake up, you then need to decide what you're going to do with that time. Now, mornings are an amazing time for our brains to be really creative, to have ideas really flow. In the night, our brain kind of cleans out and it dumps out the stuff that we don't need, and it solidifies the stuff that we learned and the stuff that we're keeping. And so what that means for us in the morning is that our thoughts can become a little bit clearer. Problems that we've been wrestling with that we haven't been able to maybe see the answers to become a little bit clearer. But a lot of us don't take advantage of that. We're not sitting down and writing down those answers that come. We're just kind of hurrying on with our day or living in reactivity, where instead, if you take the time to write down those answers, you'll see how much wisdom and how much insight came to you in the night, which is really powerful. So that's one of the things that you can use your morning for. But the truth is, you can use your morning really in any way that you want to. But how are you going to make that happen? One of the keys to making that happen is by setting up your environment the night or the day before. So what that means, you want to, if your plan is to work out in the morning, you want your workout clothes, your yoga mat, your running shoes, whatever that looks like for you and for your activity. You want that by the door, where you normally get dressed, set out, ready to go, so that the outcome, Eben Pagan says, make the outcome. What would I do if the outcome was inevitable? And I want you to think about that. What would you do if you knew that running tomorrow morning is something that you want to do and you knew that was inevitable? Well, you'd have a water bottle already filled up and ready to go. You'd have your running shoes by the door and ready to go. You'd know what path you were going to take on your run. You'd have, whatever, if you have a phone that you use for music, you've got your phone and your ear pods, buy your running stuff so that you're ready to go. Whatever that is, you'd be ready. My morning routine doesn't include that, but it does include environmental cues. So, for example, every morning I go down, I sit in the same chair in our living room, and next to that chair, I have a whole little station made up for me, and it's got my journal, it's got my scriptures, and it's got my scripture journal. That might sound redundant, but one is just like my journaling journal, and one is my scripture journal that I write in. Those things are ready to go so that my environment is set up. Then I go to another room to do yoga. And in that room, I've got my YouTube video. It's ready to go. I've got it queued up in a playlist. I've got my yoga mat. Things are set up so that I naturally do what I want to do. And this is taking the decision making out of my morning. I don't have to sit and search on YouTube and find the perfect video and do I want to do yoga this morning or do I want to go for a run? I already know what I want to do ahead of time, and then I make that decision inevitable. So creating that environment and taking the guesswork out of your mornings is going to help you execute on the things that you decided that you already decided the night before that you want to do. So that's one powerful way. The second powerful way to take decisions out of the morning is to really create a routine. So I want you to think about for a minute routines that you already have. One that comes to mind for me is when I'm driving a car, my van. When I'm driving our big old 12-passenger van, I have the keys in my right hand. I get in the car. I put the key in the ignition. I put on my seatbelt. I turn on the key in the ignition. I undo the emergency brake, and then I press a button. There's this button that is like malfunctioning, and if you don't press it, it's going to beep. So I press the button, and then I put the car in reverse to park it, to bring it out of the driveway. I do those same things in the same order every single time I drive the car. You probably have a similar routine, or maybe yours goes in a little bit different of order, but you have your own routine, and that's the point. Routines help you take the decision making out of the morning. So if you want to exercise in the morning or journal like I do, or whatever it is you want to do the same thing in the same order every single day. What that's going to do is solidify in your mind and create a pathway in your mind that tells you, okay, it's morning, the alarm went off, I know what I need to do. My shoes are right here by the door, I put them on, I go for a run. Next day, put them on, go for a run, put them on, go for a run. It just builds on itself, and that routine is going to help you. Taking the decision making out of your morning is what's going to help you stick with that routine over and over and over. And when you do that, it's the consistency that matters. It's the consistency that makes a difference, doing those same things day after day. Were you to go for a run one day, right? That'd be really awesome. Like, good for you, good job. But if you really want to be healthy and fit, you're going to need to run day after day after day. If you want the benefits that come from journaling, same thing. It's not a one and done kind of thing. It's something you repeat. And creating that routine that leads you to do the things you already want to do is the key to doing those things consistently. So, taking the guesswork, taking the decisions out of your morning is going to help you to do the things that you already want to do that are going to help you become the person that you want to be. This is one of the things that we talk about in depth in my program, Mompreneur Life Made Simple. Morning routines are key to self-care and to creating the life that you want to have. So Mompreneur Life Made Simple is now open for calls. We're going to do our next group mid-September. And if that sounds like something that you might be interested in, go and check that out. It's at bit.ly/coaching with Chanel. And that is going to help you to get more information. And then you just pop on a call with me and we'll talk and we'll see if it's a good fit for you. Is this what you need to help get you where you want to go? We really focus on, I love to work with moms who have big goals, who either have a side hustle or want to have a side hustle or just have this thing that they really want to work on but are struggling to find this time and space in their day to balance what they want to do with all their family's needs and everything that they're already doing. So if that sounds like something you could use some help with, schedule a call, we'll talk, and have a great rest of your day. I will see you guys tomorrow for more on morning routines. Bye.